I'm gonna get back to that story, Sonny. Just, just you listen to Boomer, great one. He's gonna tell you about how it was back in the olden days, back before fire, back when we walked uphill for everything. In fact, we didn't even have a concept of downhill because there was no downhill. Everything was uphill. We thought that was normal. We didn't even have a word for it because there was no alternative. It was uphill all the time. You just need to reach down and grab yourselves by your bootstraps and pull yourselves up, Sonny. Because when I was your age, I bought a house for $25,000. And I made that money on my paper route and bussing tables at the local cafe. And if I could do it, you can do it too. You just need to reach down and pull yourself up and just buckle up there, buckaroo. God, I hate boomers.
We're going to go back in time, a long time ago. Many of you millennials think the 90s was the best decade. That's only because you didn't live in the 80s. And then the boomers will say, no, you're wrong on both. The 70s were the best. And we know that's wrong because they had Harry Hoo-Ha back then. Anyway, just look at the clothes. Just look. Okay, I grant your cars are all right. But no, 70s were not good. They were not good. Anyway, in the 90s, when things were still pretty good, and we had Batman, the original series, there was a show called Xena, Warrior Princess, and it was as simple as fucking that. Chocolate ice cream sundae with cherries on top. That was it, and it was good, and we were happy. And if you didn't know, this was kind of like a sequel to the show going on that was Hercules, which had Kevin Sorbo. And it's Hercules and his buddy. And they're going around ancient times and they're fighting the bad guys and freeing the villagers and having fun along the way. Xena Warrior Princess was the same thing, just Xena and her buddy, and she's girl buddy. And they're going around having fun, saving the villagers and killing dragons and shit. It was as simple as you could get. You got kids, they're great shows, wholesome shows. You learned a little bit about ethics and morality, and they'd have crossovers sometimes. Sometimes they'd meet, and they weren't immediately in love. They're like, well, who are you doing in my territory? That's who do you think you are? They liked each other, but it was simple. And everybody like, yeah, Lucy Lawless, she's a strong gal, but we're like, oh, I'll throw around that bombshell. We like Lucy Lawless. And no one batted an eye. Not a single person batted an eye like, oh, it's a girl and a da-da-da. And then it got me wondering, with all this DI politically motivated horse shit, right? Which is intellectually dishonest. That's all it is. When you do something not for what you're saying, but for an ulterior motive, you're lying. And by association, I've talked about this before, where Disney ruined the careers of all the young actors and actresses that were in the latest trilogy of the Star Wars. The guy played Finn, Rey, Tico, I think was the guy. I mean, you were intellectually dishonest. You made a shit product on top of it. These innocent actors and actresses, their names were associated with it. And it's not necessarily their fault. You got paid. You're like, well, yeah, I want to be in the Star Wars. Who doesn't want to be? And I don't know if their careers are ruined, but you did nothing to improve their careers because it was intellectual. It was political horse shit. And what are we? Is it 10 years now? We're dealing with this. You're trying to fuck us in the ass, right? You got the lube and you're smiling, you're grinning. You're looking at us with those eyes. And we're like, no, we're not doing this again. Which then behooves the question, well, wait, since your intellectual dishonest attempts to get us to consume propaganda through a political ideology that is based on traits, minorities and women, predominant, and gay people too, are not straight. Since that has now become so synonymous with a female lead or Black in America. Oh, by the way, did you know Captain America is Black? Captain America's, yeah. Did you know Captain America? I don't know if you knew. Don't know if you saw. Don't know if you got it on the teleprompter. You shove it up people's asses, and now, but without you thinking too far ahead, you've ruined it for a lot of not only minority and female actors and actresses, but you've almost you have ruined a genre. I'll give you a perfect example. Mad Max Furiosa. Really good movie. I very much liked it. It was a really good, solid flick. Solid, very creative. I liked it very much. And the only reason I went is because my buddies were bored and like, hey, we're going to go. I'm like, yeah, all right. Girlfriend's not in town. Let's go. And I was surprised because, I look at all the makings of Roundhouse Kicking Chick Cop show. There's a young gal, Furiosa, and kick ass, and it ended up being really good. I kind of had the observation back then that I'm trying to make now is: have you ruined female superheroes? Yeah, everyone talks about Riley. I look back, I'm like, no, Xena Warrior Princess. It's like chocolate ice cream. Nobody don't like chocolate ice cream. And if you don't like chocolate ice cream, you're wrong. Nobody didn't like Xena Warrior Princess. Maybe you didn't get to see it all the time because you're in college or working or whatever. Like, yeah, it was a good show. Maybe not the best okay. Maybe it wasn't going to win any awards, but everyone had a good time. Now, you've so, by associating women and minorities with leftist political DEI horseshit and bad films on top of it, you've ruined. Not only did you ruin their reputation, for lack of a better description, but we now just assume it's going to have the dildo of DEI shoved up our ass. We're like, nah, I'm not going to watch it. And as typical leftists do, you people who vote Democrat, you have to realize this. As typical leftists and Democrats do, and they don't, by the way, they don't care about women and minorities. They just want to get reelected and sound popular. You hurt and ruin the lives of the people you claim you're trying to help. You just had to shove your politics on there with these different actors and actresses. And now, look at Black in America. I'm not calling Captain America. Steve Rogers is Captain America. All right. You have ruined it. Anthony Mackie is the actor playing Captain America. Anthony, I hope you make a shit ton of fucking money, man. But no one's going to go see. No one's going to care. I mean, some people are going to go see it, but it's not going to make its money back. Although it's spent a shit ton of money on that. And let's say we were to come out with, let's say Xena Warrior Princess didn't come out in the 1990s, right? That was just Hercules, that wasn't a thing. And they try to come out with it now. Hercules might make a go, right? Because it's a straight white guy. As boring as that is, it's like, oh, wow, oh my God, you're being brave enough to do this? So people might tune in. But if, let's say there was no Hercules, let's say you just started with Xena Warrior Princess, no one would believe it. No one would take it, even though it was a great show, even though it was good. And there was no politics or bullshit or anything like that. It was just a good old show. And now we've lost something. All of us, we all lost some. There can't be another Terminator 2 or Terminator 1 as well. There can't be another Alien. There's really only Alien and Aliens. There were no other sequels. You can't have, I'm trying to think. Wonder Woman. We can't have Wonder Woman no more. I mean, I think that might have been the first one. The second one was horrible. The first one, I think, was the last time we had a good chick flick, like a chick flick, but not chick flick in the gal, the lead was a woman. Like, yeah, Wonder Woman. Let's get behind it. It wasn't my favorite, but it was well done. She's a little whiny, but it was a good movie. I think everybody enjoyed the first one. We can't have that now. It's going to be a long time before we have. Oh my God, Hollywood, you're going to have to just kind of make tolerable, good movies again that happen to have female leads. And you can't even market it as, look, it's a girl. It's like, nope, we're done. Kill Bill. There's another one. Kill Bill. Uma Thurman. Everyone, oh yeah, Fox Force 5. Sure, yeah, that's good. Let's watch that. Now, You've poisoned that well now that everyone has been conditioned to assume you're going to make some girl boss political horse shit. And they have every right to believe that because that's what you've done pretty consistently now, at least the past 5 years. And it's kind of sad. You think about Lord knows what future versions of Xena, Warrior Princess, there would have been, or Kill Bill, or any one of the other movies and shows that we kind of liked in the past. Angie Dickinson, wasn't it? God, she was in something in the 70s a long time ago. Of course, she was hot. It's over. You ruined it. You've ruined at least a generation of actors' careers, male and minorities and women now, because a negative association is a negative content. We just assume you're going to be political and make a shit movie. And I like women and minorities, especially those of you in Hollywood, to sit and think about that, because the Hollywood had to be political, and you had to be the number one selling thing was how you were born, not whether you were a female Ghostbusters. Fuck out of here. How long do you think it's going to take? How long do you think it's going to take for the regular American going public to want to go by to watch movies again that might happen to have a black lead or a Hispanic female? If it was Eva Mendes, I would watch it no matter what. Could just be Eva Mendes standing around. That I'd go see that. I think she's almost my age. You want to talk about a good-looking gal who's like in her 40s? Like, how you doing? So there you go. You unfortunately, young kids, future Americans, you will not get a future Xena Warrior Princess. Thank God we can watch the originals. You're not going to get, cool, whatever, minority. We're not going to get Blade. I mean, look what they tried to do to Blade. Oh, it had to be about his daughter. It's like, no, people want Wesley fucking Snipes. They can't do that. So, yeah, like, go watch the old stuff. Go watch the classics. Reen, $5. Yes, I don't think women can recover that. Yeah, they can. It shows you that it's hurt women now. Women and minorities have been most negatively affected. Like, you got your bubble. Okay, you got all your money. I hope you saved your money. But going forward, no one's going to watch the movie. I mean, maybe, it depends on how ideologically committed Hollywood is to keep making this. If they get the funding, I mean, yes, you could probably still, as an actor or an actress, you could still make money, but no one's going to watch your movies, which maybe you don't care. I guess, I mean, if I wrote books and no one read them, but somebody bought them, I'd probably write books, right? But we as a country are not going to have the good old times where Xena Warrior Princess came in and grabbed a thing of grog and fought off the bandits. It's over. You're not going to get that for this generation. Reading again, $5. During Real Zero, I think one thing you missed is the internet is forever, whether real or fake. New stereotypes have formed. Continued. Reen continues, just as in Back in Time, you learned fire is hot. It burned me. Some caveman brain association goes, women lead, nope, bad. TikTok 10 years equal women bad. If the videos are still up, I do believe, Reen, you're right. People are going to look, not necessarily just TikTok girls. They're going to look at, say, the past 15 years. Pretty much once Obama took office. Not that he was all to blame. I'm just saying that's kind of like the mark. They're going to look at those 15 years and say, what the fuck was wrong with you people? Trying to celebrate big is beautiful, girls acting. And I don't believe they're sincere. They're acting like they hate men because it gets clicks. Just the atrocious behavior. Some of the politics, I mean, it's not that I disagree with the Democrats, but just some of their politics, like, oh yeah, you don't need ID to vote. Let's open the border. Burning shit down. It's really they're going to look back and say, what the hell's wrong with you people? Alex Patino, truck driving Latino. Are you off today, Alex? Didn't Xena come out because she was introduced in one Hercules episode and everyone wanted more Lucy Lawless? Maybe you're at, this is like 30 years ago. And I didn't get to watch Xena or Hercules that much because I was in the thick of college right then. It may have been that. It wouldn't surprise me where they had that actress come in, Lucy Lawless, and she was in Hercules. You know what, Alex? Now that I think about it, you're right. Because there was like a rival. boy, the memory is faded. But I bet you, yeah, and people really like Lucy Lawless, and maybe Xena got her own show. That might have been it. I watched Hercules and the Amazon Women. I realized that Roma Downey was the Amazon Queen. It wasn't the same after watching Touched by an Angel. Roma Downey? Hang on, I gotta watch Roma Downey. Who's Roma Downey? Roma Downey. Oh, she's a good-looking gal. She's 64 years old now, but what was she? Xena. Xena. Oh. Whoa. I'm sorry you young kids missed the 90s. Roma Downey, Legendary Journeys fandom. Holy shit. Was she the bad girl? Ooh. Woo. Okay. Oh man. You guys, hey, enjoy your fat pink-haired Democrat women, you young kids. Have fun with that. They got tattoos. They're edgy. Woo. One thing that realized that it wasn't the same after Touched by an Angel. Now I gotta look up Roma Downey. Touched by an Angel. Touched by an Angel. It's good looking here. She looked better in Xena. She look a hell of a lot better. She's got this leather out. Hi. You guys have enrollment issues with the military. I'm going to bet if women started looking like that, you'd have a lot more men signing up for the military. It's just me. The Pimped Out Platypus, $5. One thing that always bothered me is portraying a bunch of simp enforcers that are stronger than their female leader, yet submit to her. Yeah, I haven't watched in a long time. It started in media. It started with the roundhouse kicking chick cop show, like your NCIS, and just that's like your prototype original girl boss. Is he had 100-pound waif, and she was a cop. She was a no bullshit taking tough girl chick cop, and then she'd roundhouse. There's the 6'5" Russian guy, and she'd roundhouse kick him. That's the secret. Paper rock scissors. You just roundhouse kick, and then the guy goes down, and she got him. She got him. And yeah, you can't watch that after a while. Like, no. If there's a director in Hollywood that has the balls, that do that, and then have it really play out. Like, and then the girl just she gets injured with one hit, and she got to rethink that shit. Although in the real world, you wouldn't be sending on a 100-pound waif to do special ops. That's one that I know it's obscure, but the Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock Holmes, where the 45-year-old wife of Watson becomes special ops. I'm like, no, stop watching that. And I think the show ended after that. High Plains, the Plains Warrior, $5. You mentioned Salo earlier. Salo is a Disney film compared to a Serbian film. You should check it out. No, if Salo is like compared to a Serbian film, I don't want to watch the Serbian film. I never want to see that shit again. That scares me. That scares me. All right, Cappy's gonna go walk and hike. We'll see you kids later. Links to all my shit below. Toodles.